Hey guys, I am here in my new house. Yeah, our new rug behind us kind of looks like, oh, okay, Piper was under the tripod and decided to get up. Today I thought I would do a book tag. I haven't done one forever and I miss it. And it's called the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I don't believe I was tagged by anyone, but I saw Grace with a book in her face do this. If you have not subscribed to her, go check out her channel. I will link it below. I'll also link the creator of this tag below, obviously. There's 9 different questions, and I think this tag's super fun just because, like, we always hear about the popular opinion, and we all know, like, in general, kind of what's popular right now in YA and on BookTube and stuff. So I just think it's fun to kind of hear the unpopular opinions and just kind of be different from what. Question number 1 is a popular book or series that I didn't like. And I chose for this The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. It's popular because it's J.K. Rowling. I read this years ago and I really didn't like it. I just thought it was okay. And honestly, on Goodreads, I probably gave this like a 3-star rating, but it should have been like a 2.5 star. I think I was just being a little bit generous. I just really didn't like the characters. I didn't like the plot. I didn't like just the story. I didn't like it. It was depressing. It was not a fun book. I didn't like it. And yeah, so I think it's gonna be like a TV show now, and I mean, I might give that a try, but probably not because Question number 2 is a popular book or series everyone else hates but that I love. And for this, I chose the Match Trilogy by Ali Kandi. And I read this also years ago, but I feel like, obviously not everyone hates this. I mean, I don't. But I've heard a lot of people on BookTube just tear this trilogy apart, especially this book. Most of them didn't go on past the first book. And I really loved it. I gave this trilogy 5 stars. I loved it. I loved all the poetry and I thought the writing was fantastic. And this is a dystopian trilogy and I really like those occasionally, not all the time, but sometimes. And I loved it. I love the love story and everything about this. And so, yeah, a lot of people don't like this series at all. Question number 3 is a love triangle where the main character did not end up with the person I wanted them to, or just like an OTP that you don't like. And for this I chose Dear John by Nicholas Sparks. I also read this a while ago, but in general I'm always very happy with the Nicholas Sparks books and I really enjoy his books. I don't want to spoil anyone. I just didn't like the ending. I didn't like how it ended up and the people, like, well, John and Savannah, kind of forgot the girl's name, Savannah, I just didn't like who she ended up with, and yeah, it didn't ruin the book for me or anything, but it was, yeah, I didn't like it. Question number 4 is a popular book genre you hardly reach for, and for this I'm choosing sci-fi, and I just don't ever seek it out. I don't go to the library like asking for recommendations in that genre. I don't really ask people for recommendations in that genre. I just don't seek it out. But ironically, some of my favorite books like ever are sci-fi. Like The Host is one of my favorite books of all time and it's about aliens and stuff. So I really enjoyed The Fifth Wave. I haven't read the second one. I heard it's not as good, but I really enjoyed that book. The Lux series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, I really liked it. I think it's like a really fun, entertaining series. Anyways, yeah, those all have aliens, and I need to apparently reach for it more. Question number 5 is a popular, beloved character that you don't like, and this was very hard for me. I sat in front of my shelf for a while, and I tried to think of popular books and characters and stuff that, you know, in general people like, but I also like them. I mean, I love Will Herondale, and I love, you know, Harry, and I love Thor, and I love Peeta. I love all these people. I love Percy Jackson. I love everyone. And I mean, I kind of thought of Draco Malfoy from the Harry Potter series because I don't like him, and I do know a lot of people that really like Draco. I don't hate him anymore by the end. I've learned to accept him and to feel for Draco, but that doesn't mean that I like Draco. And so I kind of thought of him. I ended up finally deciding on, in the selection series, I don't have the first one because I'm loaning it out, Maxon, I think was his name, and Aspen, the 2 main like love interests. I didn't like really either of them, and it's been a little while since I've read this trilogy, especially in this book. I did not like Maxon, but I still haven't read the one, still haven't finished the trilogy out, but yeah, I just, I feel like a lot of people like this trilogy, a lot of people like him. I don't know, I just didn't really like either of them that much. Question number 6 is a popular author you just can't seem to get into. And this is another hard one because I can't really remember any author that everyone loves that I've tried and didn't like. Like recently I finally picked up a Sarah Dessen book. Everyone loves her and I also loved her. So I can't use that. I don't know. So I ended up choosing Kami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. They're fairly popular, especially because of this series. And I, so far, haven't been able to really get into their books. I don't think that's really fair because this is the only book I've read by them. But so far, haven't been able to really get into them because I haven't continued, although I own this whole series. I actually have 2 copies of Beautiful Darkness. Never read it, read the first couple chapters and gave up. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever even finish this series, but it's just okay. It's not very good to me. Yeah, I just couldn't really get into it. Next is a popular book, like trope that you're tired of seeing. So something that's very common in, like, for example, YA books. And it's really ironic because me and my friend Charlotte were just talking about this. Everyone knows about this. It's very common. In YA, the whole, like, girl meets boy that's acting like a jerk, and she seems very interested in him, and he's usually very attractive, and he's a total jerk to her, and she, like, keeps talking to him and, like, falls in love with him, and then later she realizes that he's actually got a really good heart, and that he was doing that for this reason, and he's not actually a jerk. But the first half of the book, he just was a jerk. And I'm just kind of tired of seeing that, I guess, just because I've seen it, like, so often. But, you know, we've got Jace, we've got Will, we've got Edward, we've got Damon. I mean, I just kind of am tired of seeing it a bit, and it's all over YA, the whole jerky male protagonist syndrome. Yeah, I'm kind of over it. Why can't we just get a nice guy? Just like a nice guy. He could still be interesting. He could still be fun to read about and have different sides to him, and he doesn't have to be a jerk. He doesn't. Question number 8, a popular series that you have no interest in reading. Anything that is, like, popular and scary, I don't have an interest in reading. That one series, it's called, like, Unwind. I'm not interested in that. It kind of sounds gross and I don't really want to read it, even though a lot of people said it's really good. The Gone series by Michael Grant, I really don't want to read that. I kind of, the Hush Hush, like, trilogy or series, I know that's kind of well known. I don't really have an interest in that. The Shiver series, I don't really, oh, but that's the, no, that's not the same. I was thinking that was the same author as this. Maggie Stiebach. Yeah, I don't really want to read that either. I mean, there's a lot more than that, but those are a few that I really don't want to read. And the last question is a book, movie, or TV show adaptation that I actually prefer over the book. And I'm gonna choose the Lord of the Rings movies, yeah. So, love this book series, but I think I love the movies more. The movies are just incredible. They're just really amazing. They really are. And although this is great, anyone that's read this knows there are lots of, like, songs that I kind of just skimmed over, and, like, big descriptions of, like, scenery that's, like, 3 pages long that is great, and this is a great author, but it got, should I not even say, a bit boring? But it was still an amazing series and I loved it. But the movie, on the other hand, had my attention the whole time. I loved it. I never thought any of it was boring or whatever. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to say the movies are better than the books. A little bit, just a little bit. Alright guys, well that was it for the tag. If you feel like doing this tag, I tag you. Go do it and then link your video in the comments and I will watch it. If you don't feel like doing the video but you just want to answer some of these questions, you can do it in the comments. Let me know if you agree with any of these or disagree. It's okay to disagree. Let's go discuss. That is it for this video though, and I will see you guys next time in the next video. Bye!